Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Thankfully the weather seems to have picked up and I've managed to get a little bit done in the top of my garden. I'm sort of doing a new area to start. I'm going to start casting again. I've been watching the casting videos that I've been showing on a Wednesday night, and I've got the bug back. I definitely want to start doing a bit more casting, so that's something to look forward to. In tonight's videos, I have a little tool and cutter grinder my friend Bob got for us several years ago. In the motor, or it has eventually died. I haven't used it for quite some time, and I've decided to modify it and graft a different motor onto it. I'm going to show a bit of that this week, and then the finishing part I'll show next week, unless you want to have a look on the parenting channel and you can watch it all in one go. Right, that's enough talk. Let's get on and see what we can get up there with this grinder. I had this little tool and cutter grinder for quite some time. I've got quite a few accessories for it. It's designed actually to use a diamond wheel, but I've been using it with a stone. The motor's not really powerful enough for the stone and doesn't run fast enough. And the problem I've got now is the motor stopped working altogether. It's the magic smoke come out, it's finished. I've had it a bit twice and patched it up, but now the motor is absolutely finished, so I'm going to change the motor. Now what I thought I would do is, I found a little bench grinder on the local marketplace. It was only £20, so I went and bought it. It doesn't appear I've had much use. It's got the original stones on. It's got a plug on it. I had it running. It runs nice and sweet. A bit of vibration on there. It wants a new wire putting on, and the electrics check it out to make sure everything's good. What my plan is to graft this onto there. So I'll have a nice stone on that side for sharpening tools, and just a rough stone on that side for general grinding. The important thing is to get the centre height right, so I have to measure the centre height and probably alter this to suit. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, but one way or another I will get that grinder onto here. It's got a nice work rate on as well. We'll try and use that. I mean, saying that it's a little bit on the limp side, but it is quite old. Like I say, I've got a set of collets for it. I've got various tool holders. I have used it quite a bit. It's good for grinding screw cutting tools, high speed steel, screw cutting tools. Everything works as it should, so I'm going to keep the base, mount that onto there. So the first thing is to measure the centre height. The first thing is to find a ruler. There's a one. Right, so centre height is 7 inches, which is 180mm. 7 inch centre height. So we'll write that in somewhere so I don't forget it. Strip the motor off here and then go from there. Always have made sure it's unplugged before I start messing about with this. You can see it's old because the plug has got full length brass pins in, where the new ones have got a bit of plastic on there so you can't wrap wires around. These are better plugs, you can get more current through them. That's the sort of plug you'd use on a welder. See, I did adapt this to take a grinding wheel or a stone instead of the diamond wheel that it should have. I made that adapter on the end of there to take whatever sort of stone I wanted to put onto it. Appears to be held on with bolts. I'm not sure there's nuts underneath. We'll have a look and see. Quite a heavy, get up you bastard, quite a heavy unit. No, the bolts are captive. Look like Whitworth. We'll try a 14mm on. Yeah, actually Whitworth, 5/16 Whitworth, but 14mm will do the job. I'm not sure I'm going to alter the height of this or what's going to happen, but I'm sure we'll be able to do something with it. Actually a mains lamp, had it straight off the mains 240 volt. I'll probably put in, if I put a light on, it'll be an LED light. We do it like 240 volt lights on machines really. Right, there's one little bolt in there. It's going to be awkward to get to. That one there, that's two, one there and one there. We'll have to break out some work with spanners, I think, for these ones. Do you think that'll... That has loosened it. I can't remember taking them out when I had the motor off this. I'm quite sure how I did that. I know I put that, I made that brass strip to, I had a wider stone in than was in it originally. I think I took the motor off from the support brackets on the head, to tell you the truth, I did. We'll take this off, and there's two U-clamps there, hold the motor on. Easier to do it that way, I think. Right. There's two clamps on there with slotted head screws. They come out and the motor lifts off, I remember now. Yeah, like a little very simple clamp, holds the motor on. I was impressed with that when I initially found out how it worked. Right, so that should be the motor free now. I'm sure it comes out. Yep. Right, so now we can see things a little bit clearer. I'll keep these bolts, they're really handy. Whitworth and UNC, we use them a lot on the steam engines. They're becoming harder and harder to find as well. Right, so now we're down to the guts of it. Little shims underneath there. Obviously the motor's been shimmed up to make sure it was nice and level. Need to take that off next, and then have a clear of the bench and see what we're going to do. Two more bolts under here. Those 4 bolts hold on the actual operating mechanism. We're going to leave them well alone. John, get the right side spanner. I know you've managed to persevere and get it. The last one's always tight on the threads. I don't know why it always is. Right. So now we're down to the bare guts of the machine. Grinder mounted onto there somehow. I think shortening this will be the way to do it, and then probably weld the plate on top. We'll have a look and see.